But you also went to the cinema, didn't you?
I did. I went to see...
Well, before that, you know what that means it's time for, right?
It's time for Jack went to the cinema and he saw a film too, and he's going to tell you what he thought about it as well, and we won't fall out as much.
And no spoilers.
And also, he won't spoil the film for you. I went to see Magnificent Seven.
So that's a remake of...
The Magnificent Seven.
Yep.
I've never seen the original.
Neither have I. I'm not much into westerns.
I like westerns. I went through a period of time at uni where I like wanted to track down the good ones, because I'm not a fan of I've not watched a lot of old ones, but I really hate the corny old ones.
Yeah. You're more into the spaghetti westerns where they've got like an Italian influence and they're a bit more violent.
Yes.
The spaghetti westerns. Some of the like Clint Eastwood stuff.
Yeah.
Like the good, the bad, and the ugly, that kind of thing.
I've never seen the good, bad, and the ugly.
No, right. So it's part of like an unofficial trilogy.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the third entry. Before that, you've got A Fistful of Dollars, and then For a Few Dollars More.
Ah, okay.
And I've seen those two, but then I just stopped for some reason.
Yeah,
I didn't even mind them. It's one of those like classics that I need to tick off my list at some point.
Yeah. It's the same for me. It's always been sitting there.
Yeah.
And I've always been like, I should watch that now.
Yeah, I mean, my issue with westerns, before you go into your thoughts on this film, it's always the same. Like, it's one of those genre films that is very, like, rigidly stuck to its genre, where it's always, or at least nearly always, a stranger comes into a town, there's a problem in the town, the stranger fixes it, usually with violence, and then the stranger leaves. Like, that's pretty much every western ever.
Yeah,
So,
that's fair.
How was The Magnificent Seven?
It was that storyline.
Yep.
But it's actually alright. I liked it.
I mean, the selling point was the cast, right?
Yeah, it's like a really star-studded cast.
So you got Chris Pratt.
Yep.
Who else?
Thingy, and Thingy.
Cool. Okay. Those
you know
stars.
me. I don't know actor names.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
If you say their names, like the main, like the other main lead guy, other than Chris Pratt.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
I know.
Oh, Denzel Washington.
Yeah, it is Denzel Washington, isn't it?
Oh, it's got Ethan Hawke in it as well.
Cool.
I like Ethan Hawke. And
Ethan Hawke. Yeah, I do know who that is.
Yeah, and it's got Vincent D'Onofrio. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but he played Kingpin in Daredevil.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, in the TV series.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought
Netflix
weirdly, I went to Ben Affleck and was like, "There's not a big black guy in this film."
Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio isn't black.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, he's white. He was also in Jurassic World.
Yeah,
he's kind of most famous maybe for Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, okay.
So, is there anyone else in it that I know? There's no one else in it that I recognise.
Fair enough. But that's like it's quite a big cast of like, you know, top people.
Yeah.
But like I like Western films, like you were saying, that sort of standard storyline is not great.
Yeah.
Like I like it when it's a little bit more grey area-y.
Like morally?
Yeah, I like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the moral grey area stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas this is very clear-cut on who the bad guy is.
Yeah, I guess when you've got like a cast with such big names, I can't say that really surprises me, because I feel like someone like Denzel, for example, is very well known as being generally the very good guy. Isn't
no,
he?
But I don't even mean that. Like, I mean literally the bad guy in this film.
Yeah.
Is the stuff he does is comically evil.
Oh, okay.
Like, and illogical. Like, there were a lot of bits where I was turning to my mate who I was with, Sam, and was like, why is he doing that? That is not the way to do what he's trying to do.
Okay, yeah, I get what you mean.
Like, you know, it's the thing that makes the good guys want to fight him or whatever, that sort of bullshit. And you're like, if he just hadn't done that thing that he didn't need to do.
Yeah.
It's
like pushing someone over, which is a bad act, and then when they're down, kicking them in front of everyone. It's like, we didn't need to kick him as well, did you? Yes,
and it's a random stranger.
Yeah.
And the main person wasn't drunk, that sort of thing. And you're like, well, all right, he's the bad guy.
Yes.
It was that kind of thing, yeah.
Okay.
But like, other than that, the action in it was quite cool, and the story was fairly good, even though it was very rote. So I don't know. I'd give it like, I think 3.5.
That's quite a high score still.
It is, because it's a good film. Like, it's a fun film to watch.
Yeah. So you'd recommend it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think you'll like it.
Why not?
I don't know. Although you might do. It's kind of, if you go in knowing that it's like a, you know, more of an actiony film and not particularly
Western-y.
Deep story. I mean, it is Western-y.
Okay.
There's lots of, you know, 6-shooters and
cigars.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I did see a film actually this weekend that I really liked. That I did want to talk about. It came out on Blu-ray recently. And it's called Sing Street.
Oh God, yeah. You texted me and told me I needed to watch it.
Yeah, it's an Irish musical.
Right.
Just watch it. I don't want to say much more than that. I don't want to spoil it or anything. It's about like the very like the briefest plot description I can give is it's about a kid who has to change schools because his parents are a bit hard up for cash. Outside the school, he meets this girl who he really fancies. So he decides to ask her if she wants to be in his music video, and he then decides, hang on a second, I now need a band. So it's that. It's him putting together a band and stuff, so he can spend more time with this girl.
Okay, I will watch it, Liam.
Yeah, and I like knowing you will like it.
Yeah, oh no, I assume I will. It's a very you film, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's very coming of age and musical.
A musical based around school time. Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, I do typically prefer the American high school more so than British.
I also have something that I'd forgotten. It sort of ties in with the Western film that I watched.
Okay.
I've been watching. I've seen one episode of the new Westworld series.
Heard it's really good.
After watching, because I watched the film on your recommendation. I don't know if we kept it in the episode last time, but you guys have said to me. Oh, I think Mark was saying to me that I should watch it.
Yeah.
So me and my dad sat down and watched that, ready for the TV series.
Was the film much good? Okay.
The film's alright. Yeah, it's a good watch.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of really good practical effects for the time period and that sort of thing, which I'm a fan of. And so it's a good film. But then this series, like the first episode is a bit not Game of Thronesy because there's not the characters so much, but like you know when they're trying to establish stuff and the plot's not simple.
Yeah, it's
like they're just okay, look, here's everything you need to know.
Yeah.
We're going to give it all to you.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like with the implication that it will make sense. We're going to get there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
It's like what you get at the start of Game of Thrones when it feels like they're setting the chessboard before the games actually start.
Yeah, but it takes that's the reason I then thought of that was you were saying the sort of very standard Western storyline, and this does a really good job of you sort of think that's what's going to happen, and then they just keep, even though it's the future and not a real Western, but they sort of pull that rug out from under you, and you're like, oh, this is all sort of not what I was expecting.
I think that's what TV does so well, is because it has the time to really dive into that sort of thing. It's like what we were saying with The Walking Dead, where a lot of zombie films will just show you the outbreak, but that shows you what happens next. Yeah, because they've got the time to give it to you. Yeah, and I think that's definitely where TV is really kind of working better than film at the moment. Oh, yeah, I agree. You need to watch Luke Cage. I know. We'll talk about it next episode. I definitely will watch it. All right. All I'll say, because I don't want to do spoilers on, all I'll say is not my least favourite of the Marvel stuff, but nowhere near the best. Not as good as Daredevil. Season 1. Because I struggled with some of Season 2 of Daredevil. Yeah. It's on par with the stuff I struggled with in Season 2. Oh, okay. I'd say, for me, the first episode of Luke Cage was really good. I really enjoyed it. Then it hit a real slump and didn't kind of recover until about episode 6, I'd say. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'll get it watched by next time, and then we can have a more open discussion. Okay, cool. That's everything. Yeah, I think so.